Welcome to Supernatural Japan, the podcast where we dive into the myths, folklore, and supernatural tales of Japan. I'm Kevin O'Shea, and today we're exploring a legendary figure who has fascinated generations of Japanese people. Kintaro, the Golden Boy. From his origins to his legendary feats of strength, Kintaro's story is one of adventure, power, and destiny. So who was he? And what makes him such a beloved figure in Japanese folklore? Let's find out. Kintaro's story dates back to the Hainan period, 794 to 1185. But like many legends, the details change depending on the source. According to folklore, Kintaro was born as Sakata no Kintoki, a child with extraordinary strength and a golden complexion. His mother, Yagiri, was either a noblewoman or, in some versions, an exiled princess. The identity of his father remains mysterious. Some say that he was a fallen samurai, while others believe Kintaro was fathered by a thunder god or a mountain spirit. After being abandoned or orphaned, Kintaro was raised deep in the mountains of Ashigara, where he grew up among wild animals. He was not just an ordinary boy. His supernatural strength allowed him to wrestle bears, uproot trees, and communicate with animals. It's said that he became friends with the creatures of the forest, riding on the backs of bears instead of horses and using his power to protect weaker animals from harm. There are many tales that demonstrate and show the great strength and bravery of Kintaro, such as this one, Kintaro and the Mountain Oni. Deep in the Ashigara Mountains, Kintaro lived peacefully among the wild animals, growing stronger every day. But one evening, as the sun dipped behind the trees, a group of villagers rushed up the mountain, their faces pale with fear. They told Kintaro of a ferocious Oni, which is a demon, that had been terrorizing their village, stealing food, destroying homes, and scaring away travelers. The villagers had no one strong enough to defeat the beast, and they begged Kintaro to help. Without hesitation, Kintaro grabbed his axe and set off toward the village. His animal friends, a bear, a monkey, a rabbit, and a deer, followed closely behind. When they arrived, they found the village in ruins, and in the distance, a giant red-skinned Oni stood laughing, holding a stolen barrel of rice. Kintaro roared, "You will harm these people no longer!" and charged at the demon. The Oni was twice his size, but Kintaro was fearless. The two clashed, shaking the ground with their battle. The Oni swung his massive club, but Kintaro dodged with lightning speed and struck the demon's leg, sending it crashing to the ground. The Oni, realizing he had met an opponent stronger than any before, tried to flee. But Kintaro leapt onto the demon's back, pinning it to the ground. "You will leave this place and never return," he commanded. Terrified, the Oni begged for mercy, swearing never to trouble the villagers again. With a final warning, Kintaro released the beast, and it disappeared into the mountains, never to be seen again. The villagers rejoiced, showering Kintaro with gifts and gratitude. And from that day on, his name was forever remembered as a hero, not just among animals, but among people as well. And so, Kintaro's legend grew, proving that true strength comes not just from power, but from bravery and kindness. As Kintaro grew older, his reputation spread beyond the mountains. His incredible strength caught the attention of Minamoto no Yorimitsu, a legendary samurai who sought out strong warriors for his service. Upon meeting Kintaro, Yorimitsu was so impressed that he took him on as his retainer, training him to become one of the 4 heavenly kings, the most elite warriors in his army. Under his new name, Sakata no Kintoki, he fought against demons and criminals, becoming a legendary samurai in his own right. His story is often seen as a symbol of perseverance, strength, and loyalty, inspiring countless generations. Today, Kintaro remains one of Japan's most beloved folklore figures. His image appears on children's dolls, symbolizing health and strength. Every year, on Children's Day, Koromo no Hi, families display Kintaro dolls and fly carp streamers, koinobori, hoping their children will grow up to be as strong and courageous as Kintaro. He has also been featured in anime, manga, video games, and kabuki plays, keeping his legend alive in modern pop culture. So, what do you think? Was Kintaro just a myth, or could there have really been a warrior behind the legend? Either way, his story continues to inspire, reminding us that even the wildest of children can grow up to become great heroes. Well, that's it for this episode of Supernatural Japan. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review wherever you listen to it. And follow us on social media for more stories from Japan's rich supernatural and folklore traditions. Remember, we rely on your kindness and awesomeness to help grow the show. Please tell your family and friends about Supernatural Japan. Also, when you see me share the podcast on my social media, you can repost it, reshare it, and share it on your social media. There are so many huge Facebook groups out there related to Japan that you're probably part of. Please share the Supernatural Japan podcast in those different groups. That would help us oh so much. Now, the episodes are also available on the Busan Kevin YouTube channel. And if you have your own supernatural experiences in Japan, send them to supernaturaljapan@gmail.com. We may just share your story in a future episode. Now, you can follow the podcast on social media, on Instagram, where there will be lots of pictures of Kintaro and his adventures over at Supernatural Japan on Instagram. You can follow me, Kevin, on Blue Sky and X at Mad for Maple. And of course, we have a Facebook page. The links are all below in the show notes. Please go and check them out. And until next time, stay curious, and may the spirit of Kintaro give you strength.